Golden Chef, College of Culinary Art and Hospitality.
Remember to click subscribe and notification button for more Golden Chef video.
Hi everyone, I'm Chef Ang. Welcome to Golden Chef Cooking Show. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel. Right, so let us start our dishes today. Right, forgot. Okay, today I'm not a main chef. Okay, so today we'll have one of the chef, okay, to teach you all how to cook the dishes today. So let us welcome, okay, our chef today. Where are you?
Bonjour.
Alright, so we have Chef Jas here today, okay, to cook. What dishes you're going to make for us?
Okay, so today I will cook one of the dishes is called as Croque Monsieur and Croque Madame. Two
Croque,
of the version.
Is that a croque?
No.
No, it's a French word?
Yeah,
English?
it's a French word.
Alright.
So in English term, we are calling as a crispy mister for Croque Monsieur, and then for the Croque Madame, we will call as crispy madam.
Crispy sir and madam.
Yeah.
Oh, male and female. Alright, so what is actually the dishes is?
So actually the dishes is a sandwich. It's a classic French sandwich that we can find of some of the French restaurant. They will got one.
Oh.
It's a common sandwich.
It's a sandwich, but they are separate into male and female.
Yeah.
Right. So you can explain to us slightly what is a really different for male and female.
Okay, of
item?
course. So it's a good question also. So Croque Monsieur is meant for the male. So for the male parts, they won't serve any eggs for the sandwich.
Alright.
So but for the Croque Madame, they will serve fried egg and poached egg on top of the sandwich. Okay. So the sandwich inside we will contain mostly they were using Gruyere cheese. Okay.
Gruyere cheese.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's so special for Gruyere cheese?
So okay, before I go to that, today we will replacing Gruyere cheese to mozzarella. Okay. So the difference, the mozzarella and the Gruyere cheese is, the Gruyere cheese is a sweet Swiss cheese, and then it will be got a bit nutty taste, and then it's not quite easily to melt, and then not stingy as mozzarella.
Right. So they have a high melting point. So your item you can put for longer.
Yeah.
Alright, so before that, so can you tell me what you're going to make for the others?
Okay,
Any
so mostly today I will bring my partner to France. Okay, so mostly today I will doing one of the mother sauce, the classic mother sauce that's called as bechamel and white sauce also lah. Got two of the option names. So and then another one we will do on the spot. We will do homemade French dressing. Okay, and then another one we will using for the wholemeal bread for our Croque Monsieur today.
Okay.
So today I will change a bit the white sauce method and the ingredients. Okay, so normally they were using for the nutmeg powder, but today I will using some of the paprika powder and
Paprika powder, alright.
thymes.
Right, so other than this paprika or thymes, what else we can be replaced?
Okay, what else we can replace? Mostly they were using nutmeg, as I say.
Alright.
And then another one they were using clove and then some of the dry herbs.
Dry herbs.
Yeah.
Any example?
Maybe for rosemary, you will like the rosemary taste.
Alright.
But for me, I prefer thyme lah. Okay, so thyme is considered is come from Greece, one of the countryside, and then it got almost 200 of the species in the world only for the thyme. But in Greece, they already got 20 species at the Great Mountain. So this is a normal sweet thyme in Malaysia that we can find in Tesco or everything.
So in Malaysia, actually, they are suitable to grow or not?
Maybe I think for weather like maybe a bit cold like a Cameron Highland or Genting is suitable for
They need to be on the very high place.
Yes.
So what will be the next? This seems like a glass. What is this?
Okay, so this grass that Chef Ang that you mentioned is, this grass is we call as mixed spring, and some of the chef they will call as nextclum.
Nextclum, okay.
So you will see a lot of the grass as Chef Ang mentions.
And some more different color inside.
Yeah, so the mixed spring they will contain a lot of different salad vegetable. For example, maybe frisee, red color, green color, and then another thing, arugula. Okay, and then some of them will contain some of the Roman relatives also. Okay, so this one after I introduce, I have to keep because the salad we will coating by the dressing. Then the salad will be more crispy when the time we serve it cool.
So now what will be going to the first we're going to make?
Okay, so now I will show you how to do my way of the bechamel sauce. So
Alright.
first time I will prepare milk and then I will simmer with onions, one of the US Holland onions, and then some of the herbs and bay leaf also. Okay, so later I will season a bit some of the paprika powder just now as I say. After I finish, I will go to prepare my roux, okay, for thickening my sauce. And then I will cover it up, put in the chiller. It's for our Croque Monsieur, the bottom sauce.
Oh, the sauce for your sandwiches.
Yeah.
Alright. So for the milk, is that I can using another item to replace?
Mostly they are using low fat
Okay.
and full cream milk only.
Alright.
But if you ask me, use soya milk, I think not.
Okay, so back to milk lah.
Yeah.
Alright.
So can we start now?
I think so. Anything need to be processed?
Okay, so the process is first we were doing for the milk first, for the sauce
Alright.
first.
Okay.
Okay, so I will preheat
Alright. So Chef Jas here, we're going to preheat the pot. Yes. Okay. After that, what will be the first thing to be coming?
Okay, for the first thing will be coming is the milk. Okay, make sure the induction cooker the heat not too high because you easily to burn all the milk. Okay, so now we'll put bay leaf
Alright.
and then thymes. So for the thymes, I prefer only stripping.
Okay.
Okay.
So we just get the leaf lah, not the
So
the stem also we are going
yeah,
to
because the stem is contain a lot of the flavor when the time you remove the leaf. So the onions, maybe I will cut into half.
Oh, we're not going to cut into small pieces.
Yeah, no needs. So we just put inside.
Alright, so to bring out some sweetness to the sauce.
And then bring up some sweetness and then the flavor of the onion will combine into the milk with the thyme and bay leaf also. So we were waiting for the boiling, but have to take care, really have to take care. If not, we will burn easily because milk contain a lot of fat also.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, so chef, after that, is that we just directly to put in other ingredient or what else we going to make?
So today I will prepare my dressing first. So maybe Chef Ang, you will take care.
Sure, no problem. I make sure they are not burnt.
So today I will prepare one of the dressing. Okay. So the simple dressing, I will using vinegar. Okay. Vinegar.
Alright. So actually this vinegar is just white plain vinegar?
Yes.
Because as I know, we have one type of the vinegar, we call it as a balsamic vinegar, is it?
Yeah.
So is that they are sweet to these dishes or not?
For the balsamic vinegar, mostly you can for another dressing also. Okay.
Alright.
So this time we stick to the local lah.
Okay.
So the ratio of the vinegar we will do is 1 tablespoon of the vinegar.
Okay.
Okay. So 4.5 tablespoon of the extra virgin olive oil.
Oh, so can you tell me what is extra virgin? What is the meaning of extra virgin?
Extra virgin, that means it's more pure and then contain a lot of olive flavor.
Alright.
Okay.
I thought that is the first time. Is that the first time?
Can say the first time they process the oil.
The first time they process, so that's why they call it extra virgin.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. So you can see, as you can see, the oil, the quality of the oil is more yellowish if the extra virgin olive oil. Okay. So now I will putting 1 of the tablespoon of the Dijon mustard.
Dijon mustard.
Yes. Okay. So maybe some salt.
Alright.
And then a little bit of lime juice.
So what is the purpose for the lime juice actually?
Lime juice is for the sourness. If we put too much of the vinegar taste will normal people cannot accept it. So because it's too more acidity, but with the lime.
So that's why you reduce the vinegar, you replace with some of
Yes,
the lemon juice.
Okay,
Alright.
so just now I already put salt. So now I will season some of the black pepper crush.
Okay, I can see that.
Okay, so now of the student and the audience, some of you will have a questions. Chef, why some of the dressing they will contain some of the egg yolk? Egg yolk is optional and mustard is optional also. But if you're willing to put egg yolks, you have to put 1 of the teaspoon mustard because you can against the bacteria of the raw eggs if you put some of the mustard. Okay?
Right, so mustard is an agent to killing the bacteria.
Yes. Okay. So now we will use 1 clove of the garlics and then use the crusher.
Alright.
We just crush it,
Wow.
the garlic.
Okay.
So
So we're going to put 1 clove only or just
1 clove only.
Alright.
If you prefer garlic flavor, you can put another half lah. Okay.
Right.
So today I just put in 1. So
Okay.
maybe I cleared it up.
Alright. So chef, just now you have mentioned mustard. For what I know, is that I can using wasabi if I want.
Sure. If you own creation.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
But how about for your option, for your opinions?
For my one, for me, I won't choose wasabi lah because I hate wasabi.
Okay, wasabi.
Okay,
Too
so
strong already.
yeah. So now you have to mix well. Let the vinegar and the oil to combine it together become a dressing. You will see become thick of the sauce.
Alright. So the binding agent is because of you have a mustard, is it?
Yes.
Right. Because actually water and oil they cannot be combined, so that's
Yes,
why you
yes.
need to using a mustard to let them to join together.
Yes.
Okay.
But make sure every time you want to serve your salad, you want to toast with the dressing, make sure you shake it up or you mix well first.
Okay.
If not, they will split it up slowly and then you will just taste oily only.
Okay. So which means that if I put in a bottle, I need to shake. After that, only I can mix well with my
Yes,
salad.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I wash it up my wigs. So I will heat it up my dressing in my chiller, let it cool. Same to the my salad.
Right. So chef, the sauce I think is most boil. So is that we going to put the ingredient or any things we need to do before that?
Before that, we have to sheet it off all the ingredient just now we put.
Alright, so we can see our sauce is already been boiled. Alright, so we need to prepare a sieve and a bowl for sieving.
Yeah.
Right. Wow, all bubbling is coming out.
Yeah. So for the bubbling, that means our sauce is almost ready.
Alright,
Okay.
so another side I will prepare for you is a sieve and
Yeah.
the bowl.
Wow, the taste,
Yeah, I
all
can
the
feel
thyme.
the thyme flavor is coming out.
So now you can put some of the seasoning, maybe pepper, crushed
Okay.
pepper, and then some of the salt. Don't put too much of salt because you
Alright.
can spread it up the oil and the fat of the milk. Okay.
So we just sprinkle a little bit.
Yeah. So we add some of the paprika.
So what is the purpose for paprika?
So we will build up the white sauce, the taste of the white sauce. Okay.
Alright.
So now as we can see,
Right,
we'll
so
sheet
we're
it
going to
up.
sieve it.
Okay, so I wash it up my pots because
Okay.
we were using back.
Right, so after that we're going for the next process for your sauce, is it?
Yes.
So I think we need to have a butter here.
Yeah.
Right. So and flour, is it?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do for the next thing?
Okay, for the next thing we will do is our rules, white rules.
White rules, okay.
So we don't use too much of butter lah. Okay, so maybe
So is that they have any ratio for?
yeah, for the
this?
ratio of the rule, 2 tablespoons of the butter, you have to put 2 tablespoons of the flour.
Oh, machine 1 to 1 for the
Yes.
ratio.
Okay, so maybe 1 tablespoon.
So if in my house without any of the butter, anything that I can use.
You can use oil also, but the oil will not contain the taste of the like butter. So it will
the
be
flavor
different.
will be less lah.
Yeah.
For more you prefer is go back to butter.
Yes.
Okay.
So maybe here. First we will melt the butter first, okay?
Right, so in here I will pour the milk into the jar, and easy for Chef Jas to process the sauce.
Yeah, so make sure, if you're using for the induction cooker, make sure your pots below is dry. If not, your induction cooker will be broke easily lah. Okay?
Right. So now we need to wait the butter to be melted first, is
Yes.
it?
So now we were using, okay, so just now I put 2 tablespoons of the butter, so now I will put 2 tablespoons of the flour.
Right, so Chef Jas, I've heard before they have white roux and also brown roux, is it?
Yes.
So what is actually the difference and how to practice the difference?
Okay, so we can practice by it by looking for the color.
Okay.
So for example, today we are using I was using milk for
Okay.
doing the white sauce. So I have to make sure my roux is not brown.
Okay.
If brown, it will affect my sauce also, the
So
color of the sauce
which
also.
means that if you cook for longer, then the color will start to be changing.
Yes.
Alright, so now you want to make it a white color, which means the plain just mix well only.
Yeah. So as you can see, you have to cook until you can see the bubbling. The bubbling,
Oh,
that
yes.
means your flour will be cooked. Okay. If not, will taste like floury, all of that.
Alright.
Okay, so now I will add in slowly just now we do the milk. Maybe I will divide into 3 times. Okay.
So why not with one shot to put in?
If we one shot to put in, we have to control the texture that we need.
Alright.
So and then we'll be more easily like curdle, the
Oh.
roux, all of that. Okay.
Right, so that's why we separate for 3 of time.
Okay. So maybe Chef Ang, you can help me to pour for the second time.
Alright.
Okay. Oh, stop.
Okay. So we need to make sure all the roux have been melted to the sauce.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you have to mix it well, huh? If really you're not sure, mix it well. After you finish this step, you can shade it out, strain one more time.
Or strain one more time for
Yes.
ensure the smoothness.
Yeah.
Okay. So are we going to
Yes.
sieve later?
Today no need.
No need.
Okay.
Alright. So now we're going to apply the last
Yes, last.
of the milk. Okay, we're adding all the milk to the pots.
So maybe we'll turn. Okay.
Right, so is that you're going to put it into a jug first?
Yes.
Right, so I will clean
So
up.
today, now I will let the audience see the texture of the roux, my sauce.
Oh,
You see the
they
texture,
are very
the thickness.
yes.
Okay. So this is the texture that we want.
Right, so another side, I already prepared a jug for keeping our sauce for a while first before we go for
Yeah.
the next. So we need to wrap it up or we just leave it like this?
So one of the hints for the
Okay.
white sauce, we have to wrap it out.
So why are we going to wrap it up?
Okay, so if we didn't wipe it up, we didn't wrap it, we just keep in the chiller or put at the room temperature, it will contain one of the thickness skin on top of it, of the milk.
Alright.
Okay, so we don't want of the texture, so we're using for the plastic wrap.
Okay. So we'll wrap
Okay, so maybe wrap more longer. So cover it up. Make
so just one layer, is it?
no, we have to do it 2 layers.
Alright.
Okay, so one of the layers we will cover at the sauce. So make it slow,
Oh, direct to the
direct
sauce.
to the sauce.
Which means that make sure the sauce is without contact with any of the air, is it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
So now as you can see, I already cover all. Okay. So now I will cover it second one.
Oh, you need to cover for 2. One direct to the sauce
Yes.
to prevent the, like just like you see they have
So it will come
skin
like this.
layer, right?
So for the second layer, we have to do it some hole. If two hits, it will cause our sauce to spoil. Okay.
right.
So maybe we'll make some hole.
So we need to make sure they have an air to go in to cool down the
Yeah.
sauce.
Okay. So as usual, we will keep in the chiller.
Okay.
So if you make small portion, you can straightly put in the chiller. If you make big portion, I not encourage it to put inside the chiller, because you will cause the chiller cannot rotate, because the heat item cannot
They will
combine with
affect the temperature in the chiller.
Yes. Okay, so this is a part of the food of the science lah. So okay. So just now I already done my dressing. So now I have to take it out my dressing. So today I will using mint leaf.
Mint leaf, alright.
Okay. The mint leaf of this is let the dressing more freshness. But you can add orange zest, lemon zest, or lime zest also can.
Alright.
Okay.
That means something citrus flavor.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, so now
We'll chop it into slice or chop finely?
chiffon it. We'll fine it.
Okay. A very fine slice for the mint leaf.
Yeah.
Wow, a very good knife skill.
So make sure your knife have to sharp enough, more sharp enough, so when the time you slice, just let your knife to do the works. Okay?
Oh.
So you just put inside, maybe a
You
bit
can
of,
feel the flavor of the mint. already.
yeah.
So they are more refreshing for the salads.
Yes.
Oh.
So as you can see now, got color, green, julienne, all the siphonette of the mints inside. Okay, so later we will serve with the salad, together with the salads. So today we were using the breads.
Breads. Okay, so wow, this one the bread is very big.
Yes,
So what is this bread actually?
this bread we are using is wholemeal. Wholemeal bread.
Breads.
But-
Alright.
Before that, I have to wear the glove lah.
Alright, for hygiene
Okay.
purpose, we'll wear the glove. But
Because
I
for
think
the-
I'm not going to touching.
Okay, so for your purpose optional, you want to use any bread also can. Okay.
Alright.
So
So
mostly they will
today
use-
you use the wholemeal breads because of you want to stick with the classic? Or?
Yes, the classic they were using for a plain only.
Oh,
but today
just plain.
maybe we'll go for healthy.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
healthy style. So we were using wholemeal. So first we will slide up the skin.
So the skin part we are using or not?
No, we are not
Oh,
using.
We are using the middle part.
Okay, so it's depend to you all to use bread knife or chef knife also can. So I can let you all to see the difference of the bread knife and the chef knife cutting.
So the thickness is around 1 inch something?
Yes. Okay, so this is a bread knife, and the time we're cutting, you can see
They have
all the things is like broken already because the
Oh.
bread knife is like a
they have
teeth.
teeth. Oh,
Okay,
they have
so our chef knife will be straight only. So we'll cut it.
So try not to press too hard.
Yes. So as you can see, they were more not the same. So make sure you use correct utensil when the time you prepare the food. Okay? If not, you are causing all the food wastage. So the
Right.
effect that you're using for the chef knife, you will see already broken your breads. So we will stick to the bread knife.
Alright.
So the thickness is depends to you all. So maybe I love my bread more thickness. Okay, so I'll put aside.
So we'll just serve 2 pieces for 1 portion
Yes.
or 4 pieces?
I will serve one portion, 2 pieces only.
Okay.
So today I prepare a wire rack. Okay, so the layer of the croque monsieur is depend to you all. If you want to do 3 layers also can. You want to do 4 layers also can. But today I just doing 2 layers only. Okay.
Right.
So just now we will let some butter. So
Okay.
I will using the butter to melt, and then I will season a bit before I go to my breads. Okay.
Alright. So you're going to make something like compound butter.
Yes,
Okay.
to let my bread more flavor.
So what you're going to add into your butter today?
Today I will adding my butter same. I will adding some thyme, fresh
Okay.
thyme, and then some of the paprika, some black pepper crust. Why I don't want to put the salt? Because I am using the salted butter. Okay,
Right.
but if you can't afford for the butter, if your house got leftover for margarine, you can still using the margarine lah.
Okay.
Okay, but you have to take care of the texture when the time you're doing for the compound butter.
So compound butter actually is up to the chef creativity.
Yeah, and then you have to see what kind of the food you are combinations. Maybe for like escargot, you have to put more parsley for the butter, and then some of the breadcrumbs to let the breadcrumb taste combine with the escargot, some of the crispy texture also.
Okay.
Okay.
So today for the sandwich, okay, they are not the main item. That's why we just simple season.
Yes.
Season it.
So my butter is melt. I
Okay.
will put some of the time of the leaf.
So chef, why not we melt it on the pan? Why we need to using a microwave?
If you, it's more easily lah. If you really didn't have any microwave, you can using for the pot or the pan also can. But if you're using for an induction cooker or housing stove, you have to take care lah. If not, your butter will become calified butter.
Alright, which means we need to take care of the heat, is it?
Yes, yes. So with seasoning a bit,
okay.
and then some of the black pepper crush.
Alright, so we will just spread it on the bread.
Yes.
So we no need to put it into the chiller bag and let it to become.
No need, no need. Okay, so this is easy. We just sprinkle. If you got a brush, we can use a brush also. Okay. So today I will using half of the tablespoon for each bread.
Alright. So make sure they are spread evenly to the surface. Okay.
So mostly for the croque monsieur, you have to be careful lah.
Alright.
Some of the people, if you like soggy bread texture, maybe you no need to bake first. You can straightly put the cheese or the ham inside and then you straightly bake.
So they have a few methods. You can choose either you want to bake the bread first or you direct to combine the ingredients and put in.
But for me today, my partner here, so I want to serve it the crispy inside and then the soft inside with the cheese also.
Which means they have two texture to me lah. You have crispy and soft together.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to bake for how long of time?
Maybe in low temperature, maybe we are using for 120 and then 5 to 10 minutes. It depends to your ovens lah.
But later you still need to bake again, or you?
Yes, we have to bake again.
Which means we just half cook the bread first. After that, only we continue to the next process.
Because today, just now I bake is for the skin part only. Yes. And then when the time we putting our sauce, it won't like soggy immediately because our surface
have a protection dry surface area.
So I will clean up my chopping board.
Alright. So let us clean up, okay, and care for the hygiene.
So Chef Ang, did you love your sandwiches more cheese or less cheese?
Of course, it's more. I'm a cheese lover.
Yeah, I can see by your body, your stomach. Okay.
Yes. This one already fitting a lot of year already.
And then during MCO, you also cannot eat well.
So today you prepare very nice dishes for me.
So the temperature you have to control for the breads. Okay. If go to breads, you have to take care of it. Okay. Same like the pastry. Your pastry chef for the student, your pastry chef will ask you 10 minutes. Not sure, you have to wait at here 10 minutes. So you have to always take care of it. You have to see the texture, you have to see the crispiness, all of that.
Okay, we need to observe by ourselves. Depends on our own experience.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is how we gain our experience also. Okay, it depends on what the chef always talk to you. Okay, because we have to work, we have to know how the flow, how the things will happen.
Right, so chef, for the ham, is that need to be pre-grilled or something we need to process?
Okay, so the hams mostly they were using, you can use for example, boiled hams. That means you already boil the hams.
Okay.
So today I don't need. So some of them will be using cold smoked salmons.
Okay, using others of the meat items also can be.
Cold smoked salmon, that means you already cold smoked in the low temperature, so we can eat easily. And then most of people of like lah. So you can change it is to cold smoked salmon. you can change this to bacon also, but the bacon you have to pre-bake because scare is not good enough, and then like the crispy taste won't have one.
Right, so chef, for what I see in the table, I can see the lack of something. For normally, I know for sandwiches we will put in the vegetable, right? But today, why the vegetable is not being applied?
Today we are using for the classic croque monsieur. Their classic croque monsieur, they will serve their veggie for the side dish. So inside they just contain cheese, ham, and cheese only, and then the sauce.
Right, so just now the sauce that we prepare.
Yes. So it's come from the sauce or from the cheese. So if you're using for gruyere cheese, it's much more better lah. Okay, because it got a nutty taste, and then for the mozzarella, it just got for fat, mouldy taste only, and then easily ferment.
So just now I've heard that you say the egg you're using two of the way you can choose either one, is it?
Yes, yes. So for example, the doneness of the eggs you can poach or you can fry.
So what is the doneness actually they target? Is that for fully cooked or they just cook for the...
It depends to, if for example, some of the people they cannot eat egg yolks. They feel like egg yolks cannot accept. They really cannot accept. So you can make it fully cooked for your eggs.
Oh, the doneness is depend on the guest request.
Yes, yes. So for the classic, they will serve like shining side up. Okay. So today, just now I mentioned the classic, they are going for gruyere cheese. So today I will using 3 kind of cheese to replace 1 cheese. So you can see we got cheddar, we got mozzarella, and then we got Parmesan
cheese, the most common cheese we can find.
Yes, and then the most can say high class cheese in the world lah.
Okay.
As the Italian they call as Parmigiano.
Parmigiano,
So
Italian terms.
Yes. Okay. So now our bread I think maybe needs more high temperature.
Alright. So make sure the surface is dry enough.
Yeah, because if really your surface is not enough crispy, you will feel like when the time you put the sauce will drop in the bread.
Oh, they will affect the texture and some of the shape also will be affected.
Yes. So I think okay now. So today maybe you all will ask why I didn't using for the baking tray. I just using for the wire rack. Because of the wire rack below is content of empty. Can say it's considered
so
empty.
they can have an air circulation.
Yes, so we can got 2 face evenly for the breads.
Alright.
Okay, so now I remove the breads. A bit hot, so maybe I will using this.
So if you are choosing, we can using oven glove. If we didn't have, I think we can using a dry cloth if possible, is it?
Yes, but for safety, you make sure your cloth is a bit wet lah.
A bit.
Okay. So now you can see our bread is already, our butter already melt inside the bread.
Yeah, absorbed to the bread already.
Yes. So we will turn it up for the surface.
Okay.
Okay. So this time temperature will be a bit heat. Okay. So just now I just set 115. So now maybe go to 170, but not too high because when the time our ham and our cheese is not melted, it already burned.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why. Oh, is that we're going to put it another layer of butter, or we just put it 1 layer?
Yes. We will putting the butter from on top of it, and then inside it we will put some of the just now we made the
we're
sauce.
using the sauce. We're not going using butter.
Yes, but if really you don't want the sauce too much, you can put mayonnaise.
Okay.
Or some of the Dijon mustard also.
Alright. So we'll spread some sauce onto the...
Yes. So thank you. Right. So we will stir it up.
Oh, I can see that without any of the skin layer, because normally when we make the sauce, when we keep it to the side, they have a skin layer to create on the surface. But just now we have put a layer of the plastic wrap so they can prevent it.
Yes.
Okay.
So maybe we'll put a bit and then spread it up.
Wow, it's nice. Okay, it look like something like I see the condensation milk.
Yes, yes. Because we will put in the chiller. When the time bechamel sauce they are cold, they will become more thicker.
Oh, because of the butter. Just now we have applied some butter inside.
And then some of the roux. Okay, so maybe we'll spread in for more.
Alright, so spread evenly.
Okay.
Alright.
So mostly they were using gruyere slice of the cheese or shredded. So today I will just using for the cheddar only.
This one is my previous breakfast.
Yeah.
Every day morning I will eat this.
So Chef Ang, will you help me for open it?
Sure, no problem. Right, so we'll open.
So open. First layer is our cheese.
So I will put it in another slice of bread.
Yeah. Okay, so now we'll put our ham on top
So
of it.
is it necessary to be trimmed to the same size or?
It depends to your. If you really want more nicer, you can trim a bit. Okay. So but today we just put
Back to natural.
back to natural lah. Okay. So now I will put the mozzarella. So because I want the stingy texture in the between of the ham and the ham.
Alright, so
Okay.
they were using 2 cheese to cover with the ham.
Okay. So now I already put in. So this one, all
Alright.
the same.
So I will be helping you
Okay.
on this. So another one, we also to make the same, is it?
Yeah. So as you say, Chef Ang like mozzarella cheese a lot. So I will put more. Okay.
Alright.
So later we will see the texture, all the stingy.
Right, so the cheese is okay.
Okay. So thank you, Chef Ang. So and then I put on top of it, and then one of the pieces ham. And
Right, so we're going to do the 4 is the same item, is it?
yes, yes.
Okay, so I'll open another cheese for you.
Yes, but we just serving differently only.
Oh.
One is without the eggs, one is
Yeah, like just now you have mentioned to me, we
Yes.
have separate into sir and also the
yes,
one.
yes.
Alright.
But maybe I will fry another extra eggs for you lah.
Wow.
Okay.
Because of my size. Okay.
Okay. So now I already put the first layer of the ham. Maybe I'll put the second layer
Okay.
to cover it up. So this one we stick to classic. This one is for our stomachs. Okay. So maybe for Chef Ang and me, we'll all love the cheese. Maybe I can put some more.
Alright.
So now for the step, maybe you can seasoning a bit. Okay, seasoning a bit.
Oh, for some spicy flavor.
Yes, yes, yes. Because we don't the taste just plain for the cheese only. Because the taste building we have to encourage to improve lah.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
so we'll cover it up.
Okay, so we can see just now the compound butter layer is on the
Okay,
top.
so we'll cover it up. So it become 2 pieces. Okay, so these 2 pieces we will go and bake for 10 to 5 minutes.
Alright, for the second baking time.
Yes. So
Right.
have to be careful when the time you put.
Right, so another
So-
side, I will clean the table. So chef, is there anything that need to be take care when you put for the second time?
Yeah, one of the tips, if you're just using the wire rack, I will suggest you put one of the baking tray below the cheese. Why? If you really all the cheese already melt the whole hour, later your mother will scold you. Same. Later my chef also will scold me if I do it dirty.
So they can let the cheese to drip on the tray, so you can take out the tray and
Yes.
clean easily.
So already set my temperature. Maybe go until 10 to 15 minutes.
Right, so for second time, our temperature is that will be increased a bit.
So for the third, for the second time, because we have to prevent the ham is cooked and then the
Okay.
cheese is melt.
Alright.
Okay, so another things we have for the third time we are baking, we just use for the bottom heat only.
I see.
Because I want our cheese, our sauce already melt together, combine together. So later we will slice it up. It will come more beautiful.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
now, is that we're going for the eggs or?
yes, now we were going for the eggs. So
Right.
today the eggs we were using is omega.
Omega 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why? Because I steal my mom's egg yesterday. He buy
Oh
one.
Lord.
So thank
Hopefully
God lah.
he never-
Hopefully he know.
hopefully he
He
never
know lah.
know.
Okay. So for the eggs, make sure every time for the eggs, for student, when the time you learn at school or at home, you try to find the egg, you'll finding out why your eggs will stick on the pan, because your pan is hot enough, but your eggs is still cold.
Oh.
So they will contain like stick to your pan, so not easily you all to remove it.
So you prefer the eggs more to the room temperature?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So now we will cracking our eggs. Make sure we are cracking in a bowl first to check our egg yolk is broken or not. So
And I think another thing is we can check is that whether have any egg cell in
yes.
the egg or
So
not.
and then another thing is if really your eggs already spoiled,
Alright.
so we can check also at the same. So now I will heat up the pan. So and then another thing, we were using back our extra virgin olive oil.
Wow.
So we don't waste anything for just now. Okay, so maybe,
Right, we need a.
but at home you no need to use for extra virgin olive oil lah. Okay, you
So
can.
we have a spoon here.
Okay, so maybe you can using back your normal oil, cooking oil only. So
Okay.
no need to.
It's depend actually lah.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe you will low a bit the heat.
Okay.
Okay, so student, all the audience, make sure you have to remember, always hot pan, cold oil. Okay, if not, your oil will be burned. Okay,
All right.
so now you can see already hot enough. And the time we put our
So we need
Oil.
to make sure the oil is go to all the surface first.
and then one more thing, you have to make sure all your heat is controlled. And then we will put our eggs inside.
Oh, we'll put the egg slowly. Oh,
Okay.
it look very fresh, the egg.
Yeah,
You
the
can see
egg-
they do not spread to the very big
Yes.
surface.
So this is omega lah. That's why if I really stole, my mom knows they will scold me lah because it's quite expensive.
Right. So
Okay.
you can see that the color of the egg yolk is more different.
Yes.
Mostly we can see the color is more to plain yellow, but this
Yes.
one is more to orange
Yes,
color.
yes, yes. So now you can see, I will easily shake my eggs because my eggs is not cold. So student, you have to remember the different method, the different things, the different situation will came up different knowledge, different ingredient, different products. Okay. So,
So-
maybe we'll scrap it up.
So to make sure that not to stick to the pan.
Yes, yes. So some of the students may be asked, Chef, why you are using rubber spatula? Is this hygiene or not? This is considered for
Heat resistant one.
yes, heat resistant one. So how do you difference for pastry and the culinary?
So how
you,
is it,
as you
Chef?
can see, for the pastry will be more thin.
Oh.
So for the kitchen will be more thick.
because we're going to use in a pot to stir it, so that's why they
Yes,
are
yes.
designed to more thicken.
Yes, yes.
Right. So after that, we're going to.
So before we stir, we will seasoning up. So the same.
Okay.
Some black pepper. Okay, so if you really want to put some of the salt, also can. It's not like necessary.
Okay.
Okay, so it's for you all.
Is that
to-
soy sauce suitable for this?
If for our Malaysian, we will stick back to soy sauce lah.
Okay.
So if France, they won't season it up at the eggs because why? Their dining room they already serve salt and pepper.
Oh, so they will let the customer, the guest, to put that by
Yes,
themselves.
you are right, chef. Okay, so now our eggs is done.
Right. Our first fried egg is done.
Our first fry egg is done, so now I will doing for the second.
Okay.
So Chef Ang, can you help me to check my croque monsieur? The cheese
Sure.
already melt.
Right. It's melting.
Melting.
ING is in the process.
Okay. So now we can see our cheese all in melt. So we
Right.
will prepare for the second eggs for Chef Ang also.
Wow.
Okay.
Right. So the eggs ready.
Okay. So the same hot pan,
Cold
cold oil.
oil.
Okay.
So the tips for frying the egg.
Yes, not only for frying the eggs. If you
For
fry
most dishes that one
yes,
fry.
if you're frying for the steak, also you can make sure you have to use this step. If not, your steak is not color enough. Okay, so that means you can learn from another chef. They are mentioned no color, no flavor for the.
Oh, which means that the eyes appear is more important because when you
Yes.
start to eat, you have to see the food first.
Yes. So student, when the time you got exam or anything, you have to want to make a shining shine out for your family or for your girlfriends, or in hotel, you are standing at an action store. You have to know the doneness and then how to know the method to do a correct fried eggs. If not, you will gonna scold with the customer and your exact chef also. Okay.
Right,
So
so same.
same.
We'll sprinkle the black pepper after that.
Okay, so now we will remove it up.
Okay.
Okay, so make sure when the time your egg yolk, your egg white all already cooked, so you have to lift. So you will keep your egg yolk more consistently. So you can see our egg yolk is still shaking.
Alright, so which means we need to have a runny egg yolk.
Yes.
Okay.
So like our Chef Ang stomach lah.
Okay.
If we jump, we will shake also lah.
Wow.
Okay.
Very fluffy.
Okay, so we will go back to our Croque Monsieur.
Alright, I think that I can see the cheese is melting. But
Okay,
not-
so now our cheese is melting. So I will take it out for let our audience to look first. Wow.
Wow, I can see the cheese is melting.
See-
And the color from the surface is coming.
So you can see all the cheese already melt. Wow. I cannot wait already. Really, I want to eat already.
right.
Okay.
So is that we can eat now or what else we still need to wait?
Oh, we still need to wait for the final
Ow.
step. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the one of the dish that I worked before. My chef will serve for high tea box. They will cut into the small pieces for the high tea box, and then you can order for the a la carte also. So this one is contained not to fix to our dinner or breakfast. You can have it anytime.
Oh, as a snack,
Yeah.
food for our.
Yeah, so like normal sandwich we buy at Subway, all of that lah. Okay, so maybe we'll spread for the
Oh, we'll
last.
spread another layer again.
Yes, so this time will be more special. So we'll spread it evenly.
Okay.
Make sure you have to spread evenly. Do you know why, Chef Ang?
Because if not evenly, maybe a part will be burnt.
Yes, because we have to take care our side part of the bread also. If not, it will
Oh,
burn.
the side they are more thin and more fine, so they will be
Yes,
more easy to cook from the side first.
Yes, and then one of the effect after this our white sauce is already cold, so it become more thicker.
Okay.
So when the time he detect with the heat,
Heat, then they will become melting.
yeah,
Oh.
yes, and then the sauce will be cover all the Croque Monsieur. Okay, so now I will have my glove to put our final touch of the cheese.
All right.
So this time I think Chef Ang
I
will.
think the bread is moving. You want to move already?
Yeah, because all the cheese already start melting. So now we will just putting our mozzarella. So a bit only. If you like more, you can put more lah. Okay.
Alright.
So for us, I think maybe we will put more lah. Okay.
But make sure they have to evenly to be spread on
Yes,
the bread
yes,
as
yes,
well.
yes.
If not, maybe they are not cooked evenly. Which means
Yes.
when they come out, some of part is burnt and some of part is still
Yeah.
credits.
So if let's say your cheese is not enough melt in the
Okay.
oven,
All right.
so what method you are using?
So, chef, can you suggest me any method?
For the method I was teaching from my chef, they were teaching me to using blowtorch.
Oh, a blowtorch to toss on the surface.
Yes.
Okay.
But my exact French chef, they are not encourage me to do that.
So why?
Because if you let your cheese burn,
Okay.
so if your cheese burn, it will got some of the like burnt plastic smell.
Oh.
So it's like really not good enough
The
because
taste is not perfectly.
yeah, because you are not using the heat to melt the cheese. You are
We are
using,
using
the
a fast way, a fast track
yes,
way. lah.
yes. So we have to stick back to the classic lah. So some of the chef they cannot accept, some of the chef can accept.
Alright.
Okay, so as usual, I will season some of the pepper. So for the last step, final,
Okay.
I will put in
For the last time.
Yes.
So for the next time we can start to enjoy our food already.
yeah. So now I put in. You all can hear the sauce and then the cheese already melt and then already at the baking tray. So you have to be careful. So you have to remember, put a baking tray. If not, you will make your oven dirty lah. If not, your chef will be scolded, and then especially your mom will be scold you also.
And not easy to clear if you
Yeah.
have anything to drop.
Yeah.
Right, so I think now we are waiting for the almost the last step already,
Yeah,
right?
almost for the last step, we are going for the salad.
Oh, I almost forgot our salad already.
Yeah, our
Because
salad.
when I see the cheese, I forgot everything.
Okay, so now this is our salad.
All right. So about the dressing, is there need to be prepared?
Yes, the dressing, I think Chef Ang, maybe you can help me to stir it up.
Okay.
And then
this
so
one-
while I can cut my cherry tomato as well.
Okay.
So my cherry tomato, mostly my student will ask, Chef, why you didn't cut wedges? Why? They always ask me to why. For me, if you cut wedges, you cannot maintain the size of the cherry tomato. Maybe after you toast your salad, your tomato already mushy.
Okay.
So I just only cut half.
Oh, cylinder to be cut into
Yes.
half.
Okay.
So they can get the more even shape.
Yes. And then for student, you all in school, you like to plating, you are like to using cherry tomato. So easy you all for standing your cherry tomato for your plates also. Okay. So maybe I slicing 4.
Okay.
Okay. So depends on the size also. If the size of the cherry tomato is more bigger, so
Then we can have one more
Yes.
knife on it. Alright,
So-
so I can see the shape they are more to evenly compared
Yeah.
with previous we cut in the wedges.
Yeah. So now one more thing, I think for Chef Ang and me not like the grass. Okay, as he's mentioned the grass.
Yes.
So maybe we will put a bit only. So now I'm using the glove. So make sure when the time you're toasting the salad, you are using the glove.
Okay, so
Okay.
we're going to put in all or we just with the portion?
With the portion only.
Right. So
With the plating portion only because we don't like. Okay, so
around one hand.
yeah, one hand. But one of the things, this kind of mixed spring, when the time you buy, you have to select it carefully.
Okay.
Because you can see some of the roots.
Alright.
Okay. So some of the roots of
The
the veggie.
color already been changing.
Yes. So you have to be careful.
We need to choose out and
Yes.
just left the fresh one on it.
Yes. So we have to remove it up. So audience, for a meal, you can see got a lot of the type of the veggie. It's not, for example, this is arugula, frise, red coral, green coral, all in content inside. Okay, so I think wow, you see all my croque monsieur already melting, so I have to be fast lah.
Okay.
So now I will putting my dressing.
So Chef, just like one question I forgot to ask. So how about, is that I can salt my salad okay, in the ice bath before now?
Yes, can. With that method, your veggie will become more crispy.
Okay.
Okay, but remember, no soak too long.
Alright, just so soak for a while so to make
Yes,
sure the
yes, yes.
texture is more crispy.
Yes.
Alright.
So
So mix well, is it?
mix well. After mix well, same. We'll keep in back the chiller. So
Alright.
we'll make sure our side dish is cold enough for later we are serving.
Okay.
So now I have to be
Go
fast.
back to our main product.
Yeah. So audience, don't close your eyes. You have to see enough of my creation of today. So as you
Wow,
can see,
wow.
one of the bread already melt because the cheese inside already melt. But for this texture is not enough. So for this texture, maybe we'll put in back in the oven and then we will change the heat for the heat of the bottom of the ovens. So maybe for another 5 minutes, okay?
Alright, we need to make sure have a golden surface, is it?
Yes, because the golden surface is the important for the croque monsieur. Okay, so for the croque monsieur, the bottom part is the most important. Why? Because we want the crispy and then we make sure all the cheese is melt. So we don't using any blowtorch skill for toasting our
No
cheese.
any shortcut lah. We back to
Yes.
basic. Let them to
Yes.
melt it naturally and also
Yeah.
been dry out.
So for some of the people, if you really don't want the eggs is like this, maybe you can do a poached egg and then including the egg yolk already cooked enough, is more suitable lah. So for us, I think we more prefer with this lah. Okay, so maybe wow, I think maybe I will adjust a bit of my bread because I scare my bread on top will
Alright.
fall it out. Wow, the cheese, you see, wow.
I can't wait to eat already.
Okay.
You always take it out, but I still cannot eat.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe we'll remove it
Adjust
up.
the bread slowly.
Yeah. So, student, when the time you prepare this one, you have to remember, when the time you are choosing your bread, you have to be careful also. If the surface is not matched with the bottom, it will cause fall down your bread also when the time you bread.
Okay. So you said you prefer to using any mold, chef? Is that I can hold the side with the mold or something?
Mostly they won't using mold. Mostly they were trimming all the breads, the skin of the bread first.
Okay.
Because why? Some of the people they don't want the skin. They don't like the bread skin.
Yes.
So that's why we will came up. Another dishes is called breadcrumbs. They were using the skin to do the breadcrumbs.
Right. So they were using the leftover item to produce into another ingredient.
Yes. So in another word, we can save our cost also. So we won't like waste anything.
Okay.
For example, just now we will cook our white sauce.
Yes.
The balance of the onion, maybe we can take it up and then we will chop slice and then we will put in back our bechamel sauce. So more like onion flavor.
Oh, they actually can be served with the onion as
Yes,
well.
yes. Maybe don't too rough lah. Maybe you can fine slice or mince all together. Okay, but for the people are not like onions, maybe I not encourage you to put lah. I not suggest lah.
I see.
Okay.
So is that other than onion, is that bechamel can be go well with other ingredient that mix it with the sauce?
Mostly they were doing for bechamel sauce. They were using for pasta.
Pasta.
Like example, lasagna.
Okay.
And then some of the students they will like confused. The lasagna, the white sauce can be do for carbonara, but this one is the wrong information, student. Because for the carbonara they are using only egg yolks and cheese only.
Okay.
For doing the sauce. So for the white sauce, it not match with the pasta, spaghetti.
Alright, which
so
means that the white sauce is our Malaysia own modified version coming out of flavor.
So yeah, for the basic Italian or carbonara, they won't using any cream and then
Okay.
using any white sauce. Okay, so for the white sauce, they will go for like, for example, maybe mac and cheese.
Wow.
Or you can do it for mac and cheese, and then you can do for lasagna also. Okay, so maybe you can change a bit. For example, it's like our what we call that as a shepherd pie.
Shepherd pies and
Yes. Okay.
Right, so the time is one more time up. So how is the product, chef?
wow, I
I
think
can't wait to eat already.
so. Now our mozzarella is fully
I can see they are fully melted.
yes, fully melting. So now it's the last part. So we will remove one of the perfect one.
Okay.
So we will move one of the perfect one.
So is that they will cut and serve or they will serve it directly, chef?
Won't. They will just like serve it directly because why?
Alright.
They will let the customer to cut by themselves.
Okay. Oh, they will provide a knife and also
Yes,
provide
yes.
a fork.
Mostly you will see, mostly the sandwich they will serve like just using hand. But this one they were serving fork and knife because inside is contain hot, outside also contain hot.
So they're not easy to hold, so that's why they provide the cutleries.
Yes,
for them.
yes. So now as you can see, so for last step,
I think we are going for something green, is it?
yes, Chef Ang, will you like to help me?
Sure. I will. You have to take up the salad just now we have mixed
Yes. So we were using a glove also for serving the salad.
well. Alright. So serve all we are, it just depends on the portioning.
Depends on the portion. If you working at restaurant, all of that, maybe they already portioning up. So this one we homemade. So if you like to eat more, maybe you can put more.
Alright.
Okay, so maybe I put some. You can see. Wow. And then
after that, the cherry tomato will be put on the
Yes,
top.
yes.
I mean, we will just take the leaf part first.
yes, because
Okay.
why? We will see more color. We won't hide the cherry tomato. Okay, so the colorness, all of that. Okay, so now you can see. I remove this up. So for the final step, I will put my eggs on top of it.
Right, so we'll put another pieces, is it? Or we're going to serve on this?
No, we'll put one of the pieces of the eggs on top of the sandwich.
So this is what you call as a
Croque Madame. So
Alright.
this is the one of the dish for ma'am. So we call as Croque Madame.
Alright. For
Okay.
madams, okay, for madams they provide another extra of the eggs.
Yes, and then this one is for us. Of course, it's for us, but we don't care lah.
Alright.
Croque Madame. So now I will cut to let you see the effect on the inside.
Alright, so which means that they will come out the layer for the cheese
Yeah.
and also the runny of the egg yolk.
Yes. Okay, so as usual, maybe I'm using for the serving tongue to hold my breads.
Alright.
Okay, so audience, don't close your eyes so you can
See
see.
the magic moments.
So you can straightly cut it. Wow.
Wow, I can see the egg yolk coming out.
Wow, you can see, audience. Oh, the texture of the egg yolks.
Can't wait to enjoy this food.
Okay, so you can see it clearly. You can see, wow, the egg yolks and then the cheese all together. Okay, so maybe I will think I cut in smaller pieces.
Alright, for easy to be bite.
Oh
Wow,
wow.
I can heard the sound.
So this is the
Crispiness of the breads.
so this is the difference. If you do more work in your bread, the more good texture you will get.
Oh, which means if I just not reduce the time, I reduce the times to put in,
Yes.
which means I cannot get this type of the texture.
Yes. So Chef Ang,
Enjoy.
enjoy.
together.
So maybe I think
I will take
I
one.
like
of it.
the egg yolk, so I take the egg yolk parts.
I will dip with some of the egg yolk as well.
So you can see Chef Ang also cannot take all the things because contain a lot of things already.
Yup.
Okay, so now
Let
I
us
can okay.
enjoy it.
You see, the extra of the taste, you see? Wow. Until my really, I cannot how to say
How to describe more?
until hold my mouth. Later maybe ask my wife to clear up my mouth. Okay, so
Really, I can feel the crispiness of the bread and also the softness of the cheese together and mix it well.
and then the sauce all melting up. You see my whole chopping board. Thank God, just now I clear my chopping board. You can see my chopping board all messy with this kind of texture. Wow.
Alright, thank you, Chef Jas. Thank you very much. Really sharing a very great dishes for us today.
Yeah. So today, student, I think maybe you will forget already. So I hope you all go and like and subscribe our Golden Chef Culinary Academics in our Facebook webpage. So there you can see a lot of chefs. They are sharing their knowledge, their different dish for you all. And then don't forget, last time I shared with you all is Hunter chicken from France. So this time I bring you for the sandwich of the France also. So maybe for the next video I will bring you to another country. So maybe my partner will change or maybe will the same. So we don't know.
Right, so hope to see you next time, Chef Jas.
Okay, so thank you,
Thank you very
Chef
much.
Ang. Okay, so hope you all enjoy our dish. So thank you.